So this video is not intended to throw hate at Haggard Garage in any way. They put up a lot of really entertaining content, have a massive following, and I really have to applaud their creativity and resourcefulness on this build. If you haven't seen the car I'm talking about, check this thing out.
So, oil in for a startup.
Yeah.
Drill the fan.
This is what it looks like.
Since my broken boosted build was $1,200, I'm going to be doing an analysis on their build and showing you guys why it's necessary to drop that extra $1,000 even on the most budget-minded build. Let me get this one out of the way early. Now, it is illegal anywhere in the US to delete your catalytic converter, but we see people all the time doing modifications that are not emissions legal. The key difference here is it's going to be a major red flag for getting pulled over if you have an open turbo sticking 2 feet out of your hood. One of the main cost differences between my build and theirs is it is going to be a lot more expensive to source or fabricate a custom turbo manifold and downpipe.
You'll notice that it has a really high idle.
We had no choice, it won't stay on.
It won't stay running.
There's a 99% chance the car won't idle because it's got no O2 sensor hooked up to the ECU. What typically happens is the car will start running really rich at idle to the point of dying out, and the only fix for it is to raise the idle up to 1500 or 2000 RPM. So the next point I want to cover is the fact that they're not running an intercooler, and typically at lower boost levels it's not really that big of a deal, but
stock wastegate is set at 12 pounds.
At 12 psi, that thing is going to be generating some intake temperatures that are definitely worthy of an intercooler. Now that tiny KO3 needs to produce a higher psi to generate any power. More psi equals more heat, and it's probably producing 200 plus degree intake temperatures. Really high intake temperatures can lead to detonation. So that's not really a major cost difference, but it is there, and it's also something to consider if you want your build to be safe and reliable. Another key cost difference between the builds is you'll notice they have no wideband O2 system in their car, so they really have no way of knowing if their engine is getting enough fuel. And I know from personal experience that you can be running dangerously lean AFRs and not even know it. The car will still pull great, it will still sound great, but your engine could be running in a dangerous condition. Why am I always so paranoid about running lean?
Piston's broken here, here, this one's broken, this one's completely broken.
That clip was from Taylor Ray's channel, which you guys should also check out because he does a lot of cool MIATA stuff as well. But anyways, he goes on to explain the possible causes of that failure.
Make sure if things got too hot, running lean.
And basically when you're adding boost to a completely stock MIATA engine, even if it's only a few pounds, 99 times out of 100 it's gonna start running lean, and that is dangerous for the motor.
If at any point you are given the opportunity to boost your MIATA for 150 bucks, please do.
The cliff notes I want to add to that is if you ever get the opportunity to boost your MIATA for $150 and you have a spare engine, the means to replace it, and a spare car to drive while you swap it out, go for it. It could definitely be a very fun project and learning experience. So that's the Car Passion Channel's take on the Haggard Garage $150 turbo kit. Basically, if they threw an intercooler or a wideband and a little more fuel at it, they'd probably have a $500 turbo kit that's got a much higher chance of survival. Do me a favor, if you learned something today, drop a like on this video and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We got lots more MIATA content coming your way. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.